is everybody? How is everybody? Oh. Hi! I'm back. Today was my first full day of real work. I started working from home this Friday, but I've been having lots of technical issues. So today, Monday, was my first full day of work. Actually, I did training Monday through Wednesday last week. And then Thursday was my first day, and it was okay, but I started having technical problems, and I was out Friday just trying to get a cool little extender. You can't see it now, but it's whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, this job pays really well, $15 an hour. I don't have to commute anywhere. And on top of that, I don't know. It was very slow paced, even for customer service. A lot of the people are old and they just need help figuring stuff out. So that's really all there is to it. In the meantime, I want to go ahead and show you some stuff. I'll see if I can get a light. Look! Sarah is completely rooted. This is the back of her head, and this is the front. I went ahead after I set the base. Not the base, but the sealant. I did the final matte layer, and of course, I heat set that, and then I heat set the gloss. But after a while, I added some extra paint air dry gloss layers. So as you can see, her eyes are a bit wet because she's been crying, and she does have a few crying streaks from being upset. It's hard to tell, but also her stork bite that looks like a flame has been glossed, and so are her lips. They've been glossed quite shiny. Same with her nose and whatnot. And so have the little designs on the side here. These have been glossed as well. So that's what she looks like now. And she has quite a full head of hair. Of course, I didn't quite root the center. I'm gonna glue a little heart down there, but I also do want to curl it a bit, to curl the hair. I did magnetize her, but the magnet, the dummy pacifier that I wanted to use for her broke, and I couldn't figure out how to open it without breaking it by accident. I feel so sad. See, that's her little spot that I'm gonna put the heart at. So watch out for that. But yeah, even though the hair covers up most of the veining and the detailing there, I feel like if they part and look, they'll see that it's all over her scalp. And I am proud of the layering because it's not just bright red. There's also streaks of brown and little pale colors. And it's a bit curly. I didn't know you could heat set the doll when you had it rooted with hair, but apparently you can. It made her hair a bit frizzy, but that's fine. I will have to gloss down the eyebrows again, eventually, with glue. But that's fine. I don't know if I should have applied glue to the eyelashes, but I did. And, oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, for the most part, she's done. I just gotta weigh her head and her arms and legs. Speaking of the arms and legs, let me show you just how crazy these look. So these are the arms, and basically because she was a fire baby, another baby, they have little volcano veins and stuff. I don't think I'll add gems like that to like the arms and stuff. Or maybe I will. I don't know. What I do know is that I need to regloss the fingernails. The fingernails and the toenails. Of course, here's one little chunky chunk thigh. The thighs, of course, have designs on the tops and the bottoms. And here's the other one. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to see what I can do to weigh these. And then stick them in a container when I'm done. I wonder if I can set a pole. Can I set a pole? I don't think so. That's alright. That being said, I do like streaming from Ethernet. I got a USB to Ethernet port, and it has been a beauty to work with, combined with this AT&T extender. So, I think I'm going to do what I normally do. I take my scale, of course, my cup, and normally I would use this for cuddle babies, but never mind that, and these. And I will see what I can do to weigh my babies. I did say I was going to have Danny Gonzalez playing in the background. I'll get 2 of these just in case I need to. And I think that's what I will do. I will switch over to Danny Gonzalez.
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of
When you wish on wish.com, you can buy human teeth.
Today we're talking about the
I
wackiest
like him.
marketplace on the net, Wish.com. I'm pretty sure a decent amount of other YouTubers have made videos about Wish.com, but you know what? I haven't given my take on it yet, and my
So
take
the scale is
is that
on.
it's weird. It's weird, this website. I don't get it. And I keep getting ads for Wish.com on Facebook, and so does Laura. And most of the ads I get are either for like human body parts or chicken helmets. And I don't know what I searched on Google that made Wish.com think I want to buy chicken helmets.
So the cup is 1
1
ounce. When you put it on the scale, you hit tear, and then it'll be reduced.
Sort of think of it like Amazon.com, but if Amazon was run by the horniest person in the world, who also just happened to stumble upon an abandoned warehouse full of a bunch of packages that no one would ever want. That's the only explanation I can come up with for the absurd variety of products on Wish.com. In fact, I think this screenshot that I took of my homepage on Wish.com shows it off pretty well. What other online store would advertise giant water balloons for kids right next to something called men's tea? Ah, men's tea. Nourishing, lasting. Light your underwear on fire. Men's tea. This is what I wanted. Okay, to prove just how weird the products they have on Wish.com are, I decided to make a commercial for some of the products that you guys sent me on Twitter. So here's a commercial for Wish.com. Wish.com is the #1 online store on the internet for stuff that you didn't want or even know existed, but are still gonna buy, I hope. Bird holder.
I'm gonna go for 2.5
Right.
ounces.
You want a pet bird, but you don't have room in your house for a cage? Use the bird holder. The bird's not going anywhere with this thing. So it's compact. You can have so many more birds if you just have these tiny little cases. This is for people who want a compact bird case and magicians, maybe, because they're always doing.
Yeah, there we go.
Coming out of places. Maybe this
And
is how they do it.
normally,
I don't
in
know.
order
I just
to
sell
save
the product.
battery,
I have
I'll
no
turn
idea
it
what-
off.
Is your cat always looking at you, making you feel self-conscious? Well, you're in luck. We
And
got
drop the
cat
leg.
lice cover their whole
Take
face.
this
Not
right
able to do
here.
shit. They might not even be able to breathe. Who knows? Could I interest you in an alley of stray cats? I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. $1. for 30 feral cats. Corn boat, $100. Do you suddenly have more cats than you did before due to a recent acquisition of an alley full of stray cats? But you're still self-conscious about your cats looking at you? Don't worry, we got a bunch more cat masks in different shapes and sizes. We sell so many cat blindfolds, it's crazy. Now, I know some of you can relate to this one. Is your hamster all sad because they're tired of the hamster wheel and they want to go for a real walk? Well, guess what? Now you can take your hamster for the walk of his dreams with the new hamster harness. It's a harness for your hamster to take him on a walk. Just look how happy this hamster is. Okay. That's not a hamster. What happened to the hamster? We had a hamster. What did that chipmunk do to the hamster? I have no tips. Capiche? And of course, no online marketplace would be complete without a set of human teeth. I don't know why you would need these. I don't know why you would ever need to buy these. But I gotta imagine that they're worth more than the $5 we're selling them for. These can go for a lot more on the black market. So really, when you think about it, it's more than just teeth. It's an investment. Maybe they'd be good for dentists. I don't know. I gotta imagine there's a better, more reputable place for dentists to buy teeth to practice on than Wish.com. But maybe there's a peak in the supply chain and you gotta get them from Wish. So get your teeth. Well, they're not your teeth. They're someone else's teeth. But they can be your teeth for $5. Wish.com, we don't know either. From what I can understand, there's a lot of weird people that use Wish.com, but there's a decent amount of normal people that use it too. The selling point for the weird people is obviously that most stores don't carry the weird shit that the weird people want. But I think a big selling point for normal people is that Wish.com has insanely low prices. For example, this Dell laptop, which is apparently being sold on Wish.com for $1. $1 for a laptop. I don't know how exactly they get the prices so low, but that's like their big thing, is that they have the lowest prices, and the only catch is that you have to wait for like weeks or sometimes even months for them to ship your product. So that, I guess that has something to do with it. I don't really understand how that correlates with having low prices, but then again, I'm no economics major. Another catch, if I'm to believe most of the YouTube reviews of Wish products that I've seen, is that you also rarely get the exact thing that you ordered. Like, you'd order this $1 Dell laptop from Wish.com, and it would come, but it would be made out of cardboard or just like a picture of a Dell laptop. There's a few different categories on Wish.com that really seem to attract the weirdness. So those are the ones I want to tackle on this video. The first one is self-improvement products.
Okay, 3.5
Now, mind you, when I
ounces.
say self-improvement,
For
I don't
this
mean like
one.
spiritually or like mentally improving yourself. It's not like self-help books. I'm talking like 8-pack. 8-pack, new fat, new skin, firm. You can see an 8-pack in 3 days. Oh my God. What is this cream doing to your body that no matter what you press for, in 3 days, you'll see an 8-pack, powerful abdominal muscle stronger cream, anti-cellulite fat burning, slimming gel effective belly tighten weight loss product. So you're telling me that this cream makes muscles stronger and burns fat at the same time and at such a rapid rate that you'll have a 6-pack in 3 days? I've been trying to get a 6-pack for my whole goddamn life. I didn't know this cream existed. I mean, this is unbelievable. Look at this. After cleaning the abdomen, take the appropriate gel evenly on the abdomen and waist. So he just rubs it, he massages the abdomen. Step 3, this process. Skin feeling a slight fever. Okay, that's probably not good. This product gives your skin a fever. I hope this is worth it. 4, recommend with regular habits.
I do want to say that these are therapeutic glass beads, the type of glass beads that you would use for therapy blankets and stuff like that. And they, for 10 pounds, they cost about 24 something dollars. Roughly $24 to $25. I've gotten 11 pounds of poly beads for like $18 off of Amazon though, but I'm going to use that for the body.
It helps to firm, condition, and lubricate belly skin. So if you've got like a bit of a gut when you start, and you take this cream, you'll still have a gut after 3 days, but it'll be really firm. The skin will be hard. You'll knock on your gut and it'll be like, and it'll also be lubricated. It'll lubricate your belly skin.
Okay, so that's the first part. We got the legs weighted. I'm going to see if I can sit them somewhere where they won't be disturbed.
Healthy face? Are people rubbing this shit on their face? Imagine, like, no matter where you rub this on your body, it gives you a 6-pack there. So, like, you rub it on your cheeks, and all of a sudden your face is just
Cleo, she's a good girl.
jacked. And since you got it on your hands, now you've got 8 packs on your hands. Okay, next up we've got some beard oil. So this is supposedly for people who can't grow a beard beard. It'll help you get a little bit more facial hair. Beard, chest hair
So
growth,
for the
essential
arms,
oils,
I don't
and
think we're gonna be
thicker
able to
hair growth.
weight
So I
them
got
as
this picture
much.
of a guy with a big beard that was
But
supposedly
I'm gonna go
filled
for
with beard oil that
1.5
got empty.
ounces,
This guy came
and
out
if
here
we can
and
fit
now
1.5 ounces, then I will try for 2 ounces.
I was like, I don't think a product really exists that can like help you that much with growing facial hair. But then I saw this picture where this guy must have accidentally got it all over his torso, and now he's a werewolf. And look at how he looks at his stomach too. Like he knows he fucked up. He's like, I shouldn't have put this much on here. What am I gonna do with all this hair? And if that's not bad enough, look at the picture next to it. It's a baby with a beard. And it says, keep out of the reach of children. Like, this is a real warning that your baby's gonna grow a beard if you let them near this beard oil.
This is the
This
arm.
must be some good shit.
This is one of the
I kinda
arms.
wanna try it. It is a weird marketing tactic, though, to show this guy, like, obviously disappointed in all the hair he grew because they used it on the wrong areas. And then saying, keep out of reach of children and showing what happens if you use it on a child. I don't think I've ever seen a product show the negative side effects of that product to advertise itself. Like putting too much on your torso or giving it to a baby. Why would that make you want to buy it? It's like, hey, this could be really dangerous. Buy now. That would be like a Windex commercial showing a guy getting his stomach pumped because he drank it. Windex is super effective at cleaning. Whoa! In fact, we think it might even be too effective. Just look at how well it cleaned out this guy's inside. Yeah. This guy can't even find his house because he sprayed the whole thing down with Windex and now it's crystal clear. What a disaster. Okay, next category. Gizmos and gadgets. So there's a bunch of electronics that you can buy on Wish.com, and some are pretty innocuous. They're just like knockoff cell phones and stuff like that. But then there's also a worrisome side to this category. A creepy side. Like this 1080p HD mini Wi-Fi spy camera. The main picture on this product page features all the different modes and features of the product. A little picture of the
An extra 0.5 ounces. Wish me luck.
Night mode and a naked woman laying on a bed? Uh-oh. There's just a picture of a naked woman laying on a bed in this picture. I'm definitely going to have to blur this. And I got to wonder what this
Okay, 2
unsuspecting woman
ounces.
has to do with a
That's
spy
pretty
camera.
good.
That
That's
can't be
weighted
good.
pretty
Okay,
well.
let's take a look at this picture. This is all about the suggested uses of the camera. So maybe we can get a good idea of exactly who this is for. Small children? Don't worry about the babysitter. Okay, that makes sense. You've got a nanny and you want to check up on your kid throughout the day, so you have a little spy camera. I personally would probably put like a more noticeable camera. That way the nanny knows they're being watched, and then they're more likely to behave in the first place. But hey, if you want to get a tiny little camera the size of a pea and spy on your nanny, I guess that's okay. Is it? Actually, I don't think it is. I'm going to take that back. I just tell your nanny that there is a camera there, I feel like. Go out to work. Worry about property security.
Okay,
that's
so
kind of
2 ounces
This
is
one
pretty
says, don't
good.
worry about the babysitter, and this one says, worry about property security. Almost as if to say, like, if you get this camera, you won't even have to worry about the nanny, bro. But you're still going to have to worry about your house. This won't do shit for your house. Can't see at night? Fear of not being used? Is that what that says? I can't tell because this is kind of blurry.
Yeah,
Fear
2
of not
ounces.
being used. And also, what is this picture? Who fears not being used? The camera? Hey, just quick
turn
warning,
this
when you get
off.
this camera, make sure that you use it, because if you don't, it's going to get really scared and insecure that you don't like it, and then it's going to stop working, and then it's going to blow up and turn into a magical fire cross. So if you can't see at night, use this camera, because it has a big fear of not being used. For a long time, inconvenient to carry heavy weight. Now, this one doesn't really seem to have anything to do with the camera, because it's a picture of a woman holding a baby. It kind of seems like it's saying, babies are inconvenient to hold for a long time, so try holding this tiny little camera instead. I mean, maybe it's saying to capture moments like this, like you don't want to carry around a big, normal-sized camera, so instead you're going to want to carry around a tiny little camera, but, I mean, come on, no one's buying this camera to, like, film their daughter's piano recital. Can you imagine someone in the crowd
It's
with like a little
cool.
camera the size of
Yeah.
a grain of sand? Like, you're doing great, sweetheart. I'm so glad
Okay,
I'm
so
holding this camera
normally
because I think
for
I
the
have
head,
no idea.
what you want to do is you want to add some polyfill first. And then what you're going to do is you're going to stuff it.
And it's a picture of a cat. That's the last use.
You're going to weigh some beads, and then you put the socks in the head, and then you just pour it in there.
Well, look, here's a cat. Is the cat wearing the camera? Do you envy others on the internet? Maybe you saw someone flexing their brand new mansion on Instagram. Well, introducing this tiny little camera. You can put it on a cat, and then you the cat's point of view. And I don't know how that's going to help with you being jealous about the mansion, but it should be pretty fun, right? To see what a cat sees. So that's
Here are my
the uses
socks.
for this camera.
They're like the disposable slip-on socks that you would see at your typical
Still
store.
pretty confused about that one. They advertise a lot of other, like, kind of sketchy things, like this mini voice recorder for $19 that should be $100. A Mavic Pro, which is a drone that's made by DJI that I'm pretty sure is supposed to cost like $1,000. In fact, let's just Google it. DJI Mavic Pro. Okay, yeah. So this drone should cost $1,000, but on Wish.com it's only $36, which is weird because I actually saved this link yesterday and it was $38 yesterday. So I don't know how they got the price down $2 more. 38 was pretty extreme already. I'm just so curious as to how they could possibly get the price that cheap. There's no way they're really sending you this drone, right? It must be like a knockoff. They advertised the like 2 weeks to ship thing as if that explains why the price would be so low, but I can't figure out why.
Okay.
That would
So
be
one,
like, I'm starting to think that the reason it takes 2 weeks to ship is because it's just
now,
one guy
normally,
with a laptop
depending
running
on
the entirety of
the age of your
Wish.com.
baby,
And so when you order this
especially
$36
closer to
drone,
newborn to
it's
3
like,
months,
shit,
you
I
kind of
can
want the
order it,
heads
but
to
I
be
don't have any
floppy.
drones.
You
That's
want them
right,
to be
that's
weighted a
just
bit
one
heavy so
guy
that
with
when
a
you pick them
laptop.
up,
So then
you
he spends
have
the
to
next
support
2
their
weeks
neck.
planning and executing a heist
So,
where he steals a drone from someone and then he mails you that drone. And the
let's
reason
go
it
ahead and
costs
crack this
$36 is
open.
because he bought some snacks on the way to the heist and they cost $36. Mini GPS Cheating Defender. So this is a very interesting product. It's apparently a GPS device specifically marketed towards people who think their significant other is cheating on them, and so they're going to stick it on them to see where they go. I don't know where you stick it on someone where they won't notice. Like, are you gonna make them eat it? Because they'll notice if it's in their pocket or something. And then I guess you get the app on your phone, and you can follow them around like a little sleuth, and then you go right to their mistress's house, and you kick down the door, and you're like, I followed you! I followed you! Why are you cheating on me? Is it because I'm weird? Or is it because I have really weird stalker tendencies, and I buy weird like spy gadgets off Wish.com to track you down with? That makes sense. Actually, you know what?
This is what you're going to use to stuff this down. That's going to provide a nice soft base for our head.
So I've looked into this product quite a bit,
and I'll stick some towards the front and a little bit towards the back, and you're going to use this to maneuver it.
So that's what I did. The mini GPS cheating defender.
Also, normally, in order to seal the hair, you paint it with tack glue. So, here we are.
You never know when your kid's gonna find a new set of parents and cheat on you with them. Oh, this picture's got a bunch of different uses. Like you can put it in your purse in case it gets stolen, or your car in case it gets stolen.
So we have our bag of.
In case it gets stolen. I think that use might be my favorite. Putting it on an old man. You don't even have to know the guy. Haven't you ever wanted to know what an old man does? You can just walk down the street, stick this little GPS on any old guy. He won't know what it is, and he'll just go about the rest of his day, and you can just watch and just figure out what the old man does. I've always wondered, what do old people do? Do they do anything? I don't know. Has it ever been looked into? I'm not sure. But we can find out.
I think for the head I might do 4 ounces. That's a bit heavy.
See that dog there? That
or maybe 6 ounces even.
Good boy.
Let's see if we can aim for maybe 5 ounces.
Right here. One touch to find. The smart tracker can find your remote control, pet, phone, and even your kids quickly and conveniently. The effective distance of the iTag is 75 feet in an open range without barriers. Wait. Huh? You can only use it if you're less than 75 feet away. So it's great for tracking down that cheating wife of yours, as long as she's doing it in the next room over. Well, yeah, look, it only connects to your phone via Bluetooth. Low energy consumption, anti-lost alarm. So this, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is just like a little thing that when you press a button on your app, it sounds a little alarm, and it only works from like 75 feet away. I'm pretty sure these things are usually advertised for like if you lose your keys. It's not meant to find things that are actually far away. It doesn't have a GPS in it at all. These are like those square things, or tile things, is that what they're called? How would this help you find a child that got kidnapped. I just imagine someone standing around with their kid, and some guy comes up and grabs him and runs out, gets in his car and drives off, and you're like, oh, I was prepared for this. Good thing I'll be able to follow him and know exactly where he goes. Okay, I did see the beat, so I've narrowed down my child's location to anywhere more than 75 feet away. So
Okay, whatever. That's 5.2 ounces.
yeah, so anyway, this product is just a lie. The whole thing's a lie, and thus concludes this. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that commercial. But now it's time for a real commercial, because it's time to talk about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Guys, let me paint you a picture. Young guy, age 25, doesn't know how to cook much, doesn't like going to the grocery store, but also doesn't like eating out all the time because it's expensive and usually unhealthy. And so he ends up cooking the same 3 meals every day, and he's very bored. Now let me paint you a better picture. He's the same boy, and he still doesn't know how to cook, and he doesn't like going to the grocery store. But now, he's got HelloFresh. HelloFresh sends him 3 meals a week with all of the ingredients he needs and all the instructions on how to prepare the meals. He's eaten like he never ate before. And that's because HelloFresh's meals are delicious. There's a lot of variety. So all you have to do is sit down and cook, and it usually only takes like 20 to 30 minutes. And then you just get to enjoy your meals. It's the least amount of hassle you can have possible for home-cooked meals. They've got meal plans for everyone. They've got low-calorie versions, vegetarian versions, family versions. So no matter what lifestyle you live, HelloFresh should have something for you. Also, a big plus is that HelloFresh is a super sustainable option. The package that they ship your meals in every week is almost completely recyclable or recycled, which is a lot better than going to the grocery store and getting plastic bags, which yes, you can recycle, but you like have to bring them back to the grocery store, which sucks because it's like I didn't even want to go to the grocery store in the first place, and now I gotta go back. They're so sustainable, in fact, that HelloFresh's carbon footprint is actually 25% lower than a grocery store meal. So if that sounds good to you, use my code 60TrulyGreg to get $60 off your first 3 weeks, including free shipping on your first box with purchase. Go to HelloFresh.com to redeem and for more details. Again, that's code 60TrulyGreg
Okay,
at HelloFresh.com.
so I waited ahead a bit. Unfortunately, some of the glass particles got in the head, but you know what? You just smooth it out, brush it out.
Greg is what I call my subscribers. So
And now we're going to finish stuffing the head.
all you gotta do is subscribe and click that bell, baby. Alright, thank you to Marley Jones for turning on my notifications.
The back is going to lean towards the back of the head, and that's exactly what you want because babies' heads are a bit heavier in the back than the front. And now, that was a fun video. I always like watching Danny Gonzalez. He cheers me up. Y'all should check him out. He's a good guy. So, I am waiting on stuffing the body because I have to program the sound module for this doll. And once I program the sound module for this doll, I will probably go ahead and record the lines for the sound module for the other doll. I'll see if I can pick up another sound module. I'm going pretty slowly. I'm not trying to rush everything all at once. I have decided that if I ship these, I'm gonna type everything up. I'll see what I can get printed in color, and that'll just make things a whole lot easier for me. Let's continue stuffing the head a bit. I'm still feeling some gaps in there. I need this to be firm. The weight is towards the back of the head. This is exactly what we want. This is great. And you will support the head and the neck when you cradle the baby, just like this. Oh, that's the good shit right there. There it is. She would have been a really pretty cuddle baby, but you know, I wanted to go all out for this sponsorship request. Okay, that's mostly stuff. Blink. Let's see if we can stuff just a little more. The polyfill, while being relatively light at first, does add its own little bit of plushness and weight. Okay, there we go, nice and full. I will gloss these again. So I'll put the head in here. I'm gonna have to leave it in here. Oh, crap! Ah, that's the one thing you have to be careful about. Especially when it's not filled. Okay, let's put these back in here. Ooh, not a major loss. Yeah. Let's add just a little bit extra just in case. It's not much, but just to be on the safe side, Here, baby. Now we're stuffing. Cool, stuffed. Okay, now we need to be really careful with these legs. I do not want the legs to spill. They're definitely a bigger mess. We kind of have bigger gaps for the legs, so we're gonna need more polyfill. Okay, let's get the stuff in. You know what? There's like quite a bit of room in here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with 3 ounces. 3.5 ounces, I think. That's what I did. We're almost done for today, at least for tonight. I don't even think it's been an hour. I do want to say that we will be wrapping up relatively soon. Um, when I have the doll fully put together and I find a place to keep her where she won't get scuffed up and scratched, that is when I will stream next. However, for now, I am doing really well. I don't know. I'm excited. 1 out of 2. That's great. And I still need to type up the proposals. I started typing them, but after this stream, I'll see if I can look over them some more. Thank you. I'm also looking forward to work tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I do like this job. Even for customer service, it's a bit more slow paced than what I'm used to. So I'm not overly anxious or overly stressed. I won't push myself more than I need to, and I can do my best. And it's a learning experience as we go, as most jobs are. I don't think no amount of training is going to prepare you for being on the clock or on the job. My favorite Asher Fulero song ever. Okay, they're stuffed. Wow. So this is where they'll stay for now. In this container, I think it's a lot better than keeping them in a Ziploc bag, to be honest. Unfortunately, this stream was really brief, and that is in fact all for today. But I do want to say, as always, thank you so much for coming and supporting the streams. It makes me very happy to know that there are people out there who are very interested in what I do. Whether it be as a hobby or a side hustle or just, life. It makes me happy to make other people happy. Whoops. I didn't use this at all today. It was me. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully by the next time I stream again, which may be in a couple of weeks, unfortunately, I will have her completely put together. You never know. You just never know. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.